Hi guys, welcome to this week's weekly EO Byte. This week our sassy engineer John is going to go over some things regarding the ZPA access policy. We hope you enjoy the video and we will see you guys next week.
Thanks, Michelle. Today I want to cover two quick things when it comes to the Zscaler private access policy. The first of which is if you're new to Zscaler, your tenant was likely built out with a wildcard discovery application segment. And with that is an allow all access policy. As you do start to build out a more granular policy structure, that allow all should be placed at the bottom. This is because this follows the same criteria as much of Zscaler, which is top-down first match. So anything that isn't explicitly called out here will fall into this allow all. It is important to point out that ZPA is an implicit block all. So as soon as we do remove this allow all rule at the bottom, anybody who is not explicitly granted an access policy via allow is going to be blocked from accessing the resource. The next thing we wanted to point out was that when we create a new policy, there's at minimum two steps we want to follow. The first of which is add a criteria, add an application, and then select the application segment or the segment group. You do not have to select both. The next criteria we want to add is the SAML or SCIM attribute. Now it's up to you whether you use user attributes or group attributes. Group attributes is a very good practice, as if you select a group, then as it changes within your Active Directory or your IDP, that information is automatically trickled over. So as someone switches departments within your organization, or there's an M&A and you have new employees coming in, then they'll automatically be given the correct permissions without having to come in and fool with things. This is one reason that it's best practice to stay away from selecting individuals, except for in sparing one-off situations, as often those users are forgotten to be removed from certain permissions as they change roles or they leave or come to the company. Now, these are the bare minimums for setting up an access policy, but why not add another layer? Users can come in and select posture profiles, which they've created within the Client Connector mobile portal. And these are based on everything from a domain joined device, whether it be looking for Sentinel-1 or CrowdStrike. You can add multiple of these posture profile checks to a certain application segment. So if a segment is more critical to your environment, then perhaps you would wall that behind several different posture profiles. If you want to continue to stack criteria, you can. We can add all kinds of information, whether it's locations, platforms, client types. But as a best practice, these three are very powerful. You can really limit the access to your internal and crucial resources so that you have a true zero trust environment.